Good day, boys and girls. I hope you're doing great today. My name is Eric the Gamer, and welcome back to Worldbox. So today what I'm going to do for you all is I'm going to do the 1,000 year thing again, except this time I'm going to do it with the good old dwarvy boys. The dwarves, the thick dwarves, okay? They're cool guys. I'm going to play as them. Or not play as them, but we're going to watch them. So I'm going to open up the debug menu here. Just go to settings, click the burger until the green bug comes up. And these are the two best ones, but these just do other stuff as well. So that's kind of interesting. But I'm going to go ahead and spawn them right here. This is going to be the Dwarven capital. Yes, Soda Foam is the Dwarven capital. Alright, I'm going to spawn 200 of them just like I did with the humans. Okay, those guys are going to die soon. Plague. You get plague. Die. Okay. So, we're going to end this at 1,150 again, alright? 1,000 years of Dwarven history. Here we go. So we got some pretty neat stuff going on. They've got a bunch of guys with armor already, and they've got some big huts, so good for them. The dwarves are currently my favorite faction just because I like their armor style and their building style. It just looks awesome. You know, it's just neat. It's just a solid art style, you know? It's a completely solid art style. Alright, so they've got 4 colonies, it looks like. Hopefully there's not going to be a massive rebellion instantly like there was in the human one. That was kind of sad. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and name this one Rocky Ball Puhum. We're going to go with... What's their capital? We're going to go with Soda Foam. Soto. We'll see how well they go. Okay, this is the Dwarven, this is the first empire, alright? These are the guys that'll go through and expand and take over the whole continent before, you know, rebellions and all that stuff happen. Which I think is pretty interesting, not gonna lie. I really enjoy seeing this stuff, so, yeah. Like, this is something I would have just stayed up all night last night doing. Listening to music, watching some... doing this stuff. Uh-oh. Okay, looks like they're gonna get destroyed instantly. So it looks like that's the new capital already. That kind of sucks. But, yeah, that kind of happened, I guess. Already, Civil War. It's kind of sucks, I guess. But it is what it is, my friends. And there's another one. The dwarves are actually having a lot more civil wars than the humans had already. Because they've already had 3. And the humans, by this point, only had maybe 2. I have no idea. The dwarves, they're expanding pretty fast, I guess. They're kind of taking it gradual. They're doing it gradually. So far, the 3 big cities are these, and then there's that one. So there's 4, give or take. These 3 are the big ones. The others are okay, I guess. They're just kind of constantly rebelling, though, which is kind of a problem for the dwarves. It's kind of a big problem, actually. So already almost 200 years in, and they've conquered this. They've colonized, I could say, this part of the map. So that's pretty neat. See, I just like the dwarven art style. You know, they've got nice houses. Like, who doesn't like this? It looks neat, okay? Looks neat. Oh, also, I should probably give an update. I was completely going to do a Minecraft series, but my Xbox, it kind of broke a little bit. Like, when I went to record the second episode, you know, I went down and started mining and everything. Let's just say that the game froze, and then it took me, like, maybe 10 days to get Minecraft to even load up again. And so I just kind of dropped that, because I didn't want to go through that again. So, hopefully, if I ever get the Series X, or if I get the game on my computer even, I will definitely do a Minecraft series, because I already have plans I really would love to do. You know, like, I love Minecraft. It's definitely probably one of my top 5 favorite games of all time. And that is a must-do series on here. So I truly am sorry that it kind of fell flat on its face, because I was really enjoying doing that. So, hopefully I'll be able to do it again in the future sometime. Maybe not anytime soon, maybe in a few months, maybe before around Christmas I could start a series. I have no idea. We'll just have to figure it out. We'll take it take it by then, you know? Because I need to get it on my computer first, and I don't know how to do it. I think you just go to Microsoft.com or something, and then buy it, or Mojang Studios or whatever, and buy it. I'd get the Java edition, obviously, because, I mean, Bedrock, it's okay. It's kind of buggy, I guess, but, you know, it'll be okay. I'll figure it out. So there will be a Minecraft series in the future. It was just kind of a pin in the bottle for that. So let's just say that video is just a sample of what is to come in the future, alright? And hopefully by then I'll be able to actually, oh, there's another Civil War. I'll be able to edit my videos better, so hopefully that'll make an impact, I guess. Alright, the dwarves have taken over most of the continent. There's some civil wars going on here. Hisor is the current capital. It's kind of gone between those three at the moment. So Sodapum no longer exists. It is, I mean, the town exists, but the empire is dead. This is the new empire, the Hisor Empire, whatever you want to call it. The Onor miners, or whatever. They're miner boys, I guess. They're pretty chill. It's consistent civil wars, however, which is mildly annoying. But yeah, they're doing pretty solid, I guess. Yeah. So there's another red rebellion. I don't know how well blue's going to be able to hold it together here. Right now it's kind of a red versus blue, and then the khaki over here is just kind of like, hey, I want some provinces too, you know. This is probably the last place that a city is possible to show up. No, there's not going to be a city there, because these guys are expanding, and actually, some of these are actually about to get wiped out. Yeah, that place is wiped out. Yeah, that place just got destroyed. So I'm not going to be surprised if cities start getting wiped out. The elves are the ones that actually can hold it together. From the test runs that I've done, they have a couple civil wars. But they end up with massive 200, 300 people cities. You know, these guys, they can't even get 100 city without having a civil war coming up. Which, I mean, I can understand why. It's a pretty massive island. It's kind of hard to get an empire to stay together on this massive island. Like, look at that. Look at that, look at that, look at... Yeah, there's 3 of them right now. 1, 2, 3. Uno, dos, tres. So, yeah, there's those things. The blue people. And then we got the red boys. And we got the khaki lads. And now there's pink. Pink has come up. And green. Green's kind of dead. I don't think green's going to be able to make it. Okay, the Hisor Empire was destroyed, looks like. Doom Osamoro is the current capital of the blue. So it's kind of a 3-way-ish. The green, they're not going to make it. But, well, they might make it. I'm not going to count them down just yet. But, I'm going to place my money on these guys. Just because. They've got a bunch of cities, so. Come on, who's at war? They're just at war with blue. Okay. That's neat. I know there's a gray. When did gray get here? Where's gray's capital? That place? Okay, yeah, blue's dead. Blue no longer exists. Gadum drunks. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so that's another capital again. See, it's hard to tell what's going on. I mean, there's... I guess those guys are at war with red now, it looks like. That's actually a pretty good move. But, are they at war with them too? I don't know what's... Okay, so, yeah, they're at war with red and the gray, it looks like. And then now these guys just kind of rebelled, so that's going to cause a big hitch in all their plans. Dig Ebdishur. Interesting name. So what was their actual capital? This is the original capital, right? No, it wasn't. What happened to the original capital? Wasn't it Sofor or something? Sopahum? Yeah, what happened to that? Did it get destroyed? That kind of sucks. I didn't get to see that. That's kind of stinky. Yeah, there's a bunch of cities getting wiped out, though. Alright, what's the current world population? As soon as it hits 2,000, I'll throw another hitch in there for him. Alright, once it hits 2,000, I'll spawn some dragons, and we'll just see what happens. It's kind of the verdict at the moment. I will, however, spawn some bears down here, just because, why not? Just go on my bears, my bear brothers. Just go and wipe out towns or whatever you want to do. There we go, bears. Go and do bear things, I guess. What's the current human population? 976, 940, 920, 919, 907, 888, 889, there we go. So now this place is open for colonization. So that was kind of the plan there. Just free up a little spot. Keysore is actually a pretty big city at the moment. That's probably the biggest city on the map. It would seem that way. It's got the most population. Is everybody kind of at peace at the moment? No, those two are at war. Don't know who they're at war with. They're at war with Blue. So Blue's just kind of struggling to hold everything together at this point. But they're not doing too bad, I guess. They're doing about as good as they can. Green is just chilling up here. I don't know what they're doing. Okay, I think they're at war with Blue now. I think I saw their armies just kind of go yeet themselves down there. No, there's a colony down here now. That's neat. A green colony. Probably going to get taken by the blue. So now it's just the green and the blue. Never mind. Now it's the green, the blue, and the khaki. Which actually the green just declared war on the blue. So hopefully somebody will take the whole island out of this. So the dwarves have been mostly fragmented this whole time, whereas the humans actually unified a couple times. I'd say a couple, maybe 3 to 4 times the humans unified. These guys haven't been unified for a long time. It's been a long time since they've been unified. Plus the population is barely peaking over 1,000, so that might also be a problem. Like, look, there's only 3 people in this town. Literally just 3 people. Never mind, there's 4 now. Okay, so now the blue has popped out of here. They're coming. They just exploded out of the green, and I think they're gonna actually unify the island at this point. So that's pretty solid. Yeah. Actually, they're not going to. Well, they might. Red kind of popped out of the blue, and now it's another 3-way. So yeah, and then khaki popped out of the red. How does that keep happening? It's literally just civil war after civil war after civil war. It's literally a 3-way battle. Like, neat. Okay, I definitely think green has got a good chance here. They've got a pretty solid capital. They're kind of destroying some cities. Okay, the population still has not hit 1,000. The dwarves is just consistent warfare. Like, that's all they've got going on. It's just war after war after war, civil war after civil war. You know, they can't hold it together. Hopefully they'll make peace. Okay, I'm gonna force them to make peace, force them to make peace as well. Because now the empires, they should chill out for a little bit, alright? We'll hopefully just kind of sit there and wait and gather more strength. Okay, let's see if they can. Okay, they peaked over 1,000. Okay, they just declared war on each other again, I think, didn't they? Yeah, they did. That's extraordinarily typical of dwarves, I would guess. I guess these guys are kind of staying out of it. I think at least. They're just chilling in the north. I don't know what they're doing. They're just waiting and watching, observing the war. You know, I think green actually might win this. Green's got a pretty solid chance of taking out those guys. Okay, so what are the kingdom names? Abenor. Oh, that's a good name. Odoril and Miners of Gig Bezeril. So that's pretty nice. Those are good names. And then, yeah, okay. Oh, Blue's at war with somebody. I think I just saw that city pop out at war. Because they're with them. So they're trying to take some provinces while they can, it looks like. Okay, though, that's good. There's a civil war, two civil wars that just kind of popped up in Blue. So that's neat. So what is this? What is going on down here? What are you guys doing? They're just like swimming up to the sea and then dying. I don't know, it was like the Dwarven D-Day or something. Well, I think Khaki is doing good. Khaki's pretty solid. There's just massive warfare. I mean, they're just sending armies across. It's just consistent warfare. Just interesting, I guess. You can kind of see where clumps of units are coming together and taking out stuff. There's battles here, battles here. There's going to be a bunch of battles up in the north now. Okay, it looks like Khaki might actually unify the island for the first time in a long time. For the first time in over probably 500 years. Never mind. There's just going to be another civil war. You know, that's just what happens. All right, that's the natural order of things, I guess. You know, it's one civil war after another. You know, the green secedes from the khaki, the red seeds from the green. It's kind of interesting. Yeah. Okay, red might, I don't know what they're doing. It's just, I don't think the population's going to peak over 2,000. But the highest I've ever seen the elves get to is 8,000. The elves, the elves did really good. So it was pretty neat. But, yeah, it's just big warfare after another. It's kind of like a rainbow shifting warfare kind of thing. But it's kind of interesting to look at. I mean, it's just like diplomacy and civil war. It's nice to see. It's interesting to observe. That tree just got chopped down when there was nobody near it. That's interesting. Also, there's one game I've been thinking about playing. It's called the Universum. I have it. I've played it some. And on my old computer, I tried to record a video with it, and it was trash. It lagged at like 5 frames. But with my new computer, it should be able to run at 30, give or take. So I would hopefully be able to play that. I'm thinking about it. It's like Worldbox, but 3D, and you have more control over the people. You're like more of a god, if you want to say it's realistic. It's not, but like you can grant people wishes and do stuff like that, and you have like powers where you can like grow trees and do stuff like that. So I might do that. It's interesting, and plus it's like it's better than Worldbox in the way that they start out in the Stone Age and they evolve all the way up to modern day age. They haven't had the space age yet, but they're getting there. That's kind of the end game goal, to be able to go around and colonize other planets, kind of thing. So that might be neat. So if you guys want to see that, then feel free to leave that down below. So, yeah. I'm also thinking about doing a Terraria series. I think that'd be pretty okay. I played a little bit of Terraria. I don't know how to craft past the crafting bench. Like, I don't know what to do after that. Like what do? You know, it's like I don't know how to get silk to make beds and things like that. Like, I've gotten like tin and stuff. Hey, green's gonna unify the island. Okay, so we've got over 1,000 years of history all the way up to this point. Green unified the empire. And I think that's what they got going on. This dude, I want to see what this dude's got on. He is a miner, and he's wise. Also, he's hungry. He's a fast dwarf. He has some armor, it looks like. He has no weapons, actually. He has a mithril axe. Oh, that's a pretty good axe. 14 years ago, huh? He is 71, so that's a thick old dwarf right there. How old is that guy? He is currently 81. Whoa. These are some old dwarves. 36. 54. How old's that guy? Stupid. He's stupid and he's 56. Okay. Okay. So how are we gonna end this world? We ended the last one pretty terribly. I kind of lagged it out and killed everything with infinity coins because it went terribly. You know, why not just do a zombie invasion? That sounds neat. You know, there's only like 1,000 people. It shouldn't be that hard, right? Okay, we'll start it off in the most populated city in the game. Start it off up here. Alright, because we need to take out their biggest population centers right away. Okay, yeah, there we go. It's just gonna go like this. Spawn a massive wave of them in here. Alright, just spawn them everywhere, every which way. Every which way. There we go. Follow the roads. There we go. We terribly followed the roads. Okay, I'm gonna turn off Sonic speed for this. Oh, wait, fast spawn on. I'm gonna turn you up to 3. Let's go. Okay, so they are wiping out the city. They've done a pretty good job, it looks like. And I don't know if they're actually going to be able to wipe out everything, so I'm gonna spawn a bunch more as many as I can. Also, I'm gonna place a zombie brain all the way down here. Where's their next capital? You know what? I'm just gonna place it down here. There we go. Because that's kind of going to be their goal, I guess. They're going to have to try to get to there. Oh, no, I think the dwarf you looked at earlier just got destroyed. You know what? Why not? I'll do this. I'll just drop a bunch of them right down here. There we go. Perfect. That might help them out a little bit. The dwarves, I mean. That'll help out the dwarves. It'll thin out the numbers up here in the north they have to fight. I mean, they're just kind of ravaging the countryside at this point. They're going through, they're just wiping everything out. I'm a little bit disappointed in the dwarves. I haven't seen any major cities. You know, the biggest we ever saw was maybe 100, but we never saw anything really big, you know. Like their cities, they're just not big, you know, they're not luxurious. This one's okay. This is a grand time for a civil war, right in the middle of the zombie apocalypse. No, that sounds about right. It's like an American civil war during COVID. That'd be something stupid that would happen. All right, let's just spawn a wave of zombies. There we go. Wave of, just a wave of zombies. All right, let's just spawn some. Let's just spawn a demon right there. Let's see what he does, because he should be able to catch the whole continent on fire. Just him. What do? Ooh, I have an idea. How about we make it rain fire? Raining fire. Here we go. Isn't that neat? Now everything's on fire. There's zombies everywhere. Like, that's just pretty neat. How many dwarves are there left? 600. How many? Okay, there's over 2,000 zombies, give or take. So, that's messed up. There's 45 infected, whatever that's supposed to mean. I guess they have the plague somehow. Or they got bit by a zombie, I guess. I have no idea. Total deaths, 25,000. So there's been a lot of deaths in the 1,000 years that we've been on this map. It's kind of weird, though, witnessing 1,000 years of history in like 20 minutes. It's kind of insane. City Till, yeah, that's neat. That's pretty neat, I guess. Okay, I think we're kind of wiping them out. How should we finish them off? No, that's a bit much. That's a bit much. How about some napalm? You know, we gotta finish off the zombie apocalypse kind of thing. You know, we gotta kill all the zombies. So the dwarves, they're gonna... Yeah, there we go. That's perfect. Perfect. And hopefully, I think the dwarves will survive. They're pretty resilient. pretty much the plan for saving the dwarves is wiping out the zombies with napalm. It's kind of what the military tried to do with Walking Dead, isn't it? They're like, hey, let's just wipe everything out with napalm, and then it didn't really work super well. Okay, first of all, there's a bunch of zombies still here. Second of all, I'm sorry, those towns are gonna have to explode a little bit. Huh. They might win, I have no idea. I think that killed a bunch of zombies. Norham is currently the biggest town. There's some little stranded towns out here. Not doing super well. But they're still towns nonetheless. You know what this place is missing? Zombies. That's exactly what it's missing. There we go, there we go. I mean, it can't be a zombie apocalypse without zombies, am I right? Okay, so this is a dwarven town chilling there. This looks like the last band of resistance. So, what I gotta do, my friends, is place one of those. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, because it should lead all the zombies that way. Whoa, look at all those zombies going down there. Yeah, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough. I mean, some of the dwarves, they might be able to hang on for a while, but nah. Don't use melee weapons against zombies unless you have to. Keep them at a distance. Unless you got like a testudo kind of thing, then that's pretty neat. Okay, I don't think this is gonna go super well for the humans or the dwarves, whatever you want to call them. The short, thick boys. Well, that's interesting. They just destroyed that building. Good job, guys. Did they actually destroy the buildings? Yeah, they do. They completely destroyed the buildings. So the Dwarven Empire was wiped out by zombie apocalypse, it looks like. Hey, look at that. They all came down here. Huh. Yeah, it looks like the dwarves were wiped out. Three people all in Hinor. 2, 1, 0. And they're now dead. They have been wiped out. Completely and utterly. Okay, I want to place another zombie brain. I want to see what it does. Okay, so they just attack it. What about that thing? What is going on? They're just like, whoa, what's that? Okay, it's shooting fireballs everywhere. Oh, it's gonna get destroyed. That's a lot of zombies. What are they doing? They're just standing there. They're like, hey, my name's Jeff. I'm a Jeffy boy. That's so weird. They're just standing there in a square. Now they're not, but you know, they were. Let's call them back to the center. These are the remnants of the dwarven civilization, my friends. These guys, most of these guys were dwarves, you know. Actually, all of them were dwarves, but now they're zombies. So that's what happens to civilization, I guess. It is now a zombie apocalypse. And everybody is zombies, so there are no survivors. And yeah, that's how 1,000 years of dwarven history looks like. It was pretty neat. There was just a bunch of civil wars. There was maybe twice, maybe 3 times that the whole continent was unified for maybe 10 years, give or take a little bit, maybe 20. But for most of the 1,000 years, it was just warfare. That's pretty much all it was. Just seceding and civil war, the whole 9 yards. So anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, feel free to like and subscribe, and comment if you guys have any future suggestions for Worldbox videos. I'd really appreciate those. I mean, I've got a lot of plans I know I could do on here, but if you guys want to see some certain maps or things I could create, or just certain things you'd like to see in the game, then I will gladly do those. So, I hope you all enjoyed, and have an amazing rest of your days. Farewell and goodbye, my friends.